Welcome to the 5 on 5 this evening. Today I'm joined by Oregon Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here, Christine.
And you are the first woman to serve in this position, correct?
Absolutely, that's right. About time, huh?
About time. Exciting stuff, that's for sure. So for people who may not know exactly what your responsibilities are, can you just kind of briefly describe what your job is?
Sure. Well, I'm considered to be the Chief Legal Officer for the state of Oregon. I am essentially the administrator of the Oregon Department of Justice, which has 1,300 employees. Half of what we do involves collecting child support and doing child support services for the state. We bring in $1 million a day in child support in Oregon, so that's how important that particular role is. The other half of what we do is divided up among the other 8 divisions of the Department of Justice. Consumer protection is a huge part of what we do. We do appellate advocacy. We make sure that if there's a conviction for a crime anywhere in the state, that we do our best to get it upheld so that you don't have to go back and try the case again. We have a number of other divisions that do all kinds of work in crime victim services, criminal justice, civil enforcement, charities. We supervise charities. We have a large array of work, and so you might say that I supervise all of that with the help of lots of really great people.
Wow, big, important job, that's
you bet.
For
and
sure.
we represent state government, so all the government agencies of the state.
Absolutely, and you know, today you're here to talk about Scam Jam, an event we're hosting tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
Absolutely, and we'll get to that in just a second,
Okay.
but I know that a huge topic that a lot of people are talking about deals with same-sex marriage. I know that you have recently decided not to defend the ban on
Right.
same-sex marriage, correct?
That is correct. We are still appearing in the case. As a matter of fact, we have a hearing on Wednesday. There have been, the day before our summary judgment hearing on that matter, there were some folks who decided they would like to intervene in the case. And so the judge is hearing that this Wednesday. So after Medford, I'll be going up to Eugene, and we'll be making the argument that the interveners should not be permitted to intervene because they had an opportunity to do so several months ago when I made the announcement that we weren't going to defend the ban, and they waited too long.
Okay, and you had talked about consumer protection, and you had, before we came here on the 5 on 5, you mentioned a hotline that you thought was very important.
Yes,
that people know
I
about.
wanted people to know we have this wonderful brochure, the top 10 consumer tips to protect you and your family. And so if you think you've been the victim of fraud, please call the Oregon Department of Justice. We have a hotline number. We get thousands of calls every year, and we would be happy to take yours and to do what we can to make sure that if you've lost money or that if you think there's a scam out there that other people should be protected from, that we can deal with that. And here's the number, 1-877-877-9392. And you can request a complaint form be mailed to you. And you can also look up something called Be Informed on our website, which is oregonconsumer.gov. That's our big website for consumer protection. And if you want to just look up a business that you're not sure you want to do business with, you can look up under Be Informed to see what kind of complaints there have been, if any, and how they've been resolved before you decide to give them your business.
Yeah, and speaking of consumer protection, we'll talk a little bit more about Scam Jam, our event coming up tomorrow, when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. Again, I'm joined here by Oregon Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum. Tomorrow, we're hosting a very special event. It's a Scam Jam event aimed at making people aware of the scams that are out there, and you are a keynote speaker, correct?
I am. I'm excited to be here, honored to be the keynote. Got to do that up in Portland, where we had a wonderful day, and looking forward to having one here as well. Hopefully, we'll get a great turnout. People can still come. You don't have to register in advance. You can just come over to KOBI. Thank you for hosting tomorrow. And it's an opportunity for people to learn about what scams are out there, to try to avoid them, to keep from losing money, their hard-earned retirement, and to tell their friends and their family about the scams as well. So it's the right kind of pyramid scheme, getting the word out about something that should be avoided. You never know who is going to get scammed, and you never know how you might be taken advantage of. As a matter of fact, I was taken advantage of. Believe it or not, there was a scam a couple of weeks ago where it said Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum wants your money to pay your debt, and it involved some kind of payday loan scam. And they were actually using me as a way for people to send in their money. And when we found that out, we had to send a scam alert telling people, don't fall for this one. So you never know. There's a lot of creative, clever folks out there trying to scam people. And it's all sorts of people, not just the most vulnerable, but certainly our seniors, our young people, our citizens, and folks who maybe aren't as comfortable with the English language. Those are the people that tend to be scammed the most, and so we want to get the word out. People who come to Scam Jam not only will learn themselves, but will go back and be able to give this information to others and hopefully keep our financial safety better.
Yeah, and again, the Scam Jam event is tomorrow here at our NBC5 studios, right here in downtown Medford. There are going to be 2 sessions, one at 9 o'clock in the morning, another at, I believe, 1:30.
That's right.
And they're free to the public, and you can show up if you'd like, or you can also find a little bit more information about Scam Jam online at scamjamoregon.com. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.
Okay, come out to it. Thank you so much. Stay with us.